Buenos mañanas, mis amigos. Creo que hoy leeré en español. ¿Está bien? Just kidding. I said good morning. Today I think I'll read in Spanish. Just a joke. Hope you're having a great end to your spring break. And we're going to get started with chapter 6, This Drum. Do you remember what Furlough saw in the last chapter? That's right. He saw Despero, his brother, sitting at the foot of the king, and he let the princess touch him. He broke all kinds of mouse rules. So Furlough saw that. I want you to think for a minute. If you were Furlough, what would you have done? Hmm. Would you go back and tell on your brother? Hmm. Let's see what happens. Chapter 6, This Drum. He simply cannot be my son, Lester said. He clutched his whiskers with his paws and shook his head from side to side in despair. Of course he is your son, said Antoinette. What do you mean he is not your son? This is a ridiculous statement. Why must you always make the ridiculous statements? You, said Lester, this is your fault. The French blood in him has made him crazy. C'est moi, said Antoinette. C'est moi. Why must it always be I who take the blame? If your son is such a disappointment, it is as much your fault as it is mine. Something must be done, said Lester. He pulled on a whisker so hard that it came loose. He waved the whisker over his head. He pointed it at his wife. He will be the end of us all, he shouted, sitting at the foot of a human king. Unbelievable, unthinkable. Oh, so dramatic, said Antoinette. She held out one paw and studied her fingernails. He is a small mouse. How much of the harm can he do? If there is one thing I've learned in this world, said Lester, it is that mice must act like mice or else there is bound to be trouble. I will call a special meeting of the Mouse Council. Together we will decide what must be done. Oh, said Antoinette, you and this Council of the Mouse, it is a waste of time in my opinion. Don't you understand? Shouted Lester. He must be punished. He must be brought up before the tribunal. He pushed past her and dug furiously through a pile of paper scraps until he uncovered a thimble with a piece of leather stretched across its open end. Oh, please, said Antoinette. She covered her ears. Not this drum of the Council of the Mouse. Yes, said Lester, the drum. He held it high above his head, first to the north, and then to the south, and then to the east, and then to the west. He lowered it, turned his back to his wife, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath and began to beat the drum slowly. One long beat with his tail and two staccato beats with his paws. Boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, ta. The rhythm of the drum was a signal for the members of the Mouse Council. Boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, ta. The beating of the drum let them know that an important decision would have to be made, one that affected the safety and well-being of the entire mouse community. Boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, ta. I wonder what will happen next. See ya.